Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, getting my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And right now, I am very excited to be checking out the third most popular project on all of tabletop games and the #1 board game. So tabletop games crushing us right now, friends. That is The Dark Quarter, a cooperative narrative game exploring the dark quarters of 1980s New Orleans. So welcome to Dark Orleans. We see a big box here. I love the fact they're spotlighting the fact that it's going to be a big box. I immediately know that, so I'm expecting some large shipping, a large price. 132 minutes, don't care. In fact, part of it's covered with Project We Love, just useless information here. Different languages is good. Welcome to Dark Orleans. I'd like to know the player count. I'd like to know the time length. I'd like to know how many adventures this is. You know, they don't mention the app integration. They just kind of presume that you're going to know the app integration here because Lucky Duck Games, that's kind of one of their calling cards, and I think they're personally really dang good at it. Yummy, yummy Monster Tummy, by the way. Me and my family are reviewing that very soon. Fantastic children's game and family game. Highly recommended app integration. But I'm excited to check this one out because Lucky Duck Games, honestly, is one of my favorite game designers, period. So I do have a little bit of bias here, and I want to mention it. I think I've only disliked one of their games, which was, I don't remember the name of it. It was like a dice placement. Mature audiences, ages 18 plus. I like the fact that they mentioned that from the get-go as well. That gets me a little bit more excited about this. The darker tone, the darker setting. Now, Van Ryder Games is also involved in this one as well, which I think Van Ryder Games has a very... Now, I haven't played and reviewed many Van Ryder games, but they have one of the best names in the industry, honestly, in my opinion. They have a very solid track record with their games, at least as far as I know. But I'd like to know about stretch goals, potentially, because I imagine this has probably hit some stretch goals, or if there's daily unlocks, or the number of minis, or the player count. There's just so much more information that I think could be conveyed on this main image. But as always, when we go in the video, they did Final Girl. Yes, which their Kickstarter for Final Girl. That's how you sell a solo game right there. And this one, they're not even mentioning that it's a solo game. Like, come on! Because presumably, since it's a cooperative game, I'm going to guess that it's a solo game as well. Because, spoilers, most cooperative games can be played as solo. But anywho, let's get into it. I'm always excited about Lucky Duck Games. Let's go.
New Orleans, 1981.
Now, this looks like it's... Now, normally, I'd be like, why are you showing me the theme? But presumably, this is straight out of the app, and I wonder if they're going to transition from this to let me know that this is from the app. I bet they will. I feel like they're so clever.
It was the hottest summer on record. Humidity coated the city like a mass of rancid honey. If ever the city owned up to its ancient nickname, the wet grave, it was in the summer of 81. The murder was brutal and archaic. The victim, Frank Bousseau, was powerful and important. A call was placed for outside help. The NOPD wasn't above begging.
So this, honestly, quite literally sounds like it's pulled directly from the storybook you would be reading to the group you're playing with. So I don't mind that at all. Like, you're just dropping me straight into the theme of the game, but you're showing me the gameplay. I'm seeing this in my brain. I love this so far. Mwah.
The Beaumont Agency was asked to consult, and that's how we got wrapped up in this mess.
Got the minis out.
The freshly baked evidence file was kinda thin, not much to chew on, but we had some leads. We scoured the city and see what we could dig up. I started at Ɂawed. They always seemed to be at the center of politics, crime, and even magic. Getting past the receptionist was a breeze, but their CEO, Charlotte Batten, was a different story. She wouldn't give me
I love that seamless transition to the tablet. That was so nice.
any details at first, but I pressed on her a little, and she snapped. I left her to cool off.
I don't play many role-playing games like on video games. My favorite aspect is whenever you get the talk tree, when you can talk. That's all. I love that. I'm a talker. I love seeing, and I love being able to say things that I would never say in real life. So it's just, I think I just love how they're doing this so far.
I had something that was bugging me, something personal. The killing had similarities to Maria's murder.
Now that's a nice feature there. I like that because that's one of the things. So Lucky Duck Games has done Chronicles of Crime, which is a game that I was immediately in love with. I did a Kickstarter video for that, and I gave it a Bauer's Best seal. The Kickstarter video. That's how much I loved it. But I actually fell out of love of it when I played another one of their games, Destinies, which I think is still my best family game of last year. It's absolutely delightful if you have younger kids. And I just... one of the things is sometimes you'll forget, like, oh, what did I see here? What was this an important spot? And you don't want to go back to it because you waste time. So I like this. I like what they're showing.
Breaking on the wheel was an
Oh, look, hey, there's some nice components. No,
18th century manner of execution. This had to be a pattern. I needed to return to our home. Maybe I missed something. Some connection.
That looks like a fun house to explore. This is not the house. This is the inside of the house. And I love this. This is a big combination of refinement of both Destinies and Chronicles of Crime. Woo-hoo-hoo!
As I walked
That
into
gets
the
me
house,
excited.
some thug jumped me. He got me good at first, but thankfully, I had some extra help. Those Ľawôd suits would need to try harder to get me off this case.
And that looks exactly like Destinies. And when I played Destinies, I loved it. My son loved it. But I thought my game night also loved it as well. We did a Thoughts from the Corner on it. But I thought to myself, as a hardcore gamer, someone who loves meaty games, I was like, man, I really hope they take this system and they take it to the next level. And this is what, like, whoo, yeah.
Something bigger was going on. Something we weren't meant to be digging into. This hired goon. Those dead Saturday scumbags. The fanatics of the Inquisition. Hell, even the bloody casket girls were showing an interest in the case. And now, dark magic was starting to appear. Ritualistic and sinister. How could we stand up against the very lower of death, let alone the monstrosity?
Baron Voodoo! That was the Lucky Duck game that I hated. Okay, I wanted to remember it. But yes, every other Lucky Duck game that I played, Vikings Gone Wild, just their kids stuff as well, just fantastic. But Baron Voodoo, that one not my most one.
He's lurking in the shadows. There was so much more to this case than we ever imagined.
That looks awesome. Top notch. Top notch. And ₦NAIRO, I want to give them a huge shout out as well. I feel like every time I see one of their videos, I say, wow, that was really well made. Maybe it's not the best Kickstarter video, but that's more of the direction. That's, they're the gun. I'm saying they're a very nice gun to make your Kickstarter video. Where you point the gun is up to the Kickstarter creators themselves. But top-notch videos there. So, that was a fun ride. I see what you're talking about, Sean. If you really want a good feel, Quackalope did a gameplay, a very fun watch. So yeah, if you're interested, check that one out, and hopefully have that somewhere down here as well. So it's already raised $460,000, 4,450 backers, 20 days left to go. Lucky Duck Games. I always like to go and see how many games they have out pending. And the other thing is they also have one that was on GameFound. I think they did their last two projects on GameFound, and now they're back here. That's right, because they did Divinius, I believe is what it was called. So let's go check that one out. Divinius, yeah. And so that I always find interesting. Let's see how much did they make. I don't care how many backers they had. How much money did it make? View crowdfunding summary. So it made $359,000. This one is $460,000. Read into that what you will. They're different projects. I imagine the fact that they're attached with Van Ryder Games, who has a very high pedigree as well, helps as well. But it's interesting to me that they went from there and they're back. But I'm pretty sure neither of their games Divinius is not out yet. But let's go through here. Let's check it out. Lucky Duck Games is a tabletop game publisher known for highly innovative and engaging board games. Lucky Duck Games is best known for critically acclaimed titles such as Chronicles of Crime, which has sold over 500,000 units in multiple languages, and Kingdom Rush: Rift in Time, which nearly raised $1.1 million. That's just 1.1. It raised $1.1. Lucky Duck Games excels in combining world-class game design, stunning illustrations, the latest in mobile technology to create immersive and verified universes for tabletop gamers. And look at that. We got 4 collaborators here. Looking good. Awesome. The Millennium series. Yes, these are out. Destinies is out. The final expansion is out as well. And once again, my family weight game of the year, I think last year. Even though Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy, it's coming for it this year. I don't know if that came out this year or this year, but man. The narrative is simply breathtaking. I like that quote, because that's what I want to hear. an immersive tabletop experience. That one, not like just the phrasing. Like the phrasing here, I feel like the phrasing here is so much better on the quotes. I still want to know a little bit more about the gameplay. Like, I want to hear some quotes about gameplay, but it's a good start. Become a Beaumont Agency detective at feature-length stories. What are feature-length stories? Where's the player count? The time link, please. And if it varies, like, let me know it varies. New Orleans, 1981. We got theme. Yes, I expected that. 100 and 100. Wow. And so, I think this is the first misstep I see. I really feel like that should be on the marquee. When I see 120, 100... When I see 2 to 3 hours... That's going to attract a very exclusive type of clientele. That's such a weird phrasing there. There's going to be a niche of people who immediately are in or interested because you just put 2 to 3 hours. And then I think there's going to be a whole other section of people who are like, all right, well, I'm intrigued. But I just feel like mentioning the fact that it's a solo 2 to 3 hour game, I think that's more important than a lot of the information that's conveyed here. Especially you. You could just get the hell out of here. Nobody cares. All right. So, 132 minutes. Like, it's just been abused. You get people who are raising $5,000 for minis games. Like, no, you need more than that. So we got another quote. French version of the page. Awesome. The Dark Order is a heavily narrative digital hybrid. Now we're going 16 before we went 18. Wait, is this... Yeah, it says 18, I thought. Whatever. I don't care. I get it. It's an adult-themed game. The content found in this game is intended for a mature audience. That gets me even more excited. Love this. 2 of the best publishers in our industry combined to make something brutal and amazing. Solid quote calling out the pedigree. Brutal and amazing. It's what is it? The fluff. Why back now? Free exclusive companion. Every pledge comes with a free expansion worth €35 that features incredible standalone prequel stories. New content revealed daily. So immediately you've grabbed me. Why I'm not just going to give you my money and then go. I'm going to come back because I want to see what this new content is. And also, what not only are they're telling me why I need to come back to this Kickstarter campaign right here, right from the jump. We don't know the price yet. Hopefully it's right after this. But you're also telling me why I need to back this now instead of just getting it at retail later. Because that's a big thing for a lot of people now. Now that should be on the marquee. Free expansion. You know what? 100%. 100%. There's so many things that could be on here. But they're not. Welcome to Dark Orleans. Why? Like, couldn't that be? Like, does this all fit? Like, I think this does. I want to go check. Oh, no, I can't go check. It's just, there's so much that could be on there that's not. And it's like, frustrating. So, access to exclusive content. Choose between deluxe upgrades, including miniatures and metal coins that won't have a worldwide release, retail release. Interesting. The word that choose. Choose between deluxe upgrades. Vince, you sly son, bitch, that's a great idea. I love this. I'm now excited to go to your pledge level area. Because maybe I'm that person who says, I don't need metal coins. I got my own metal coins because I bought on this other Kickstarter X, Y, and Z that are way better than anything you're going to give me. Or, I don't need the minis. That's just going to do, it's going to take up, one of my biggest issue with Destinies is the fact that the box is just stupidly oversized because there's one mega massive mini that's like obnoxiously larger than everything else. It's like, this box could be so much smaller without that one mini. I love this idea. I don't let me know if anybody in the chat has seen this. I can't think of another Kickstarter where the deluxe edition was you get to choose deluxe upgrades. So I'm very intriguing. Or maybe that's going to be voting. Maybe it's getting people engaged. Either way, I'm excited. Support the creation. The first scenario of the Dark Quarter already exceeds 30,000 words. Wow, with your support, we'll bring you on the journey to building this world with regular updates and behind-the-scenes looks at development. So they're taking me behind the scenes to see how the sausage gets made. I love that. I mean, that's why I do a behind the corner segment, because I love those kind of things where people take me behind the scenes of whatever the job is. I find that sort of thing fascinating. A great example of what's why people watch reality TV a lot of time. A great example of what possibilities there are still left to explore in the board game space. So you're talking more about the app integration, presumably. Language additions, English and French, awesome key features, a dark and foreboding world. We didn't get to the price. We're still beating around the bush here. Okay. A dark and foreboding world. Meaningful characters. Every character in the dark world is important to the story. You take on the role of deeply troubled people whose very lives or souls may depend on the decisions you make, whether your character is wrestling with inner demons, coming to terms with their tragic heritage. I like this. And especially from the solo game perspective. Feature-length scenarios that test your wits and your moral fiber as you overcome human and supernatural challenges. Your decisions matter. Oh, and you have a time limit. I love that. The cumulative weight of your decisions will impact the story in startling and unexpected ways. And Chronicles of Crimes, that's one of the things. While I have fallen out of love with Chronicles of Crimes, my game group hasn't. Like, my buddy Adam would still, like, he'll play this, he loves them. But for whatever reason, I've just kind of fallen out of love with them a little bit. I fell in love with Destinies instead of it. I feel like they have slowly gotten better and better and better at this. It's like a professional wrestler. They say professional wrestlers are at the best when they're 8 or 9 years in, typically. Once they've gotten the experience and they know all the tricks of the trade. And I feel like that's what we're getting now with Lucky Duck Games and their app integration. And I'm just so excited to see how it progresses. And I know there's a huge, vehement movement of people who hate app integrations in board games. And I get that. That's not me. Like, that's never going to be me. I've always been I've been a lover of tech and just the cutting edge and what's next. So, yeah, I'm just excited. A cinematic experience. Become Beaumont Detective. So there's 3... The Dark Quarter is a cooperative game, allowing players to work together to solve the mysteries of the Dark Quarter through the story-driven campaign. You can share sources and support each other. Okay, developing your character. Whoa! Wow! Now that... I don't remember seeing that in that video, and I feel like that was a bit of a misstep not having this player board here, because this rings my Destiny's bell oh so well, but at the same time it looks different and it intrigues me. During the game, you will be able to improve your character's talent, combat, arcane, and charisma. Oh, no, never mind. This is, so you have the number of cubes. So this is essentially how the system works. You know, if you roll a 9, and then you would get 3 successes. It's a very clean and clear system. I love the system. But now we're adding cards, like these kind of cards. I like that. That's definitely a step up on the Destiny's world. Open world. Love that. Use those with, once again, I feel like there's so many things that could have been said on the marquee that I won't said. Cooperative, open world. Like that, those 2 worlds right there. Like, I get more excited about it just because you use those words. A digital hybrid board game. Immerse yourself. The city remembers. An app tracks all the decisions, the leads you've found, and the impacts of your decision. New dialogue options, locations, and path to explore will open as the game reacts to your choice. Beautiful. And I think that's what we all envision. If you played Chronicles of Crime, you played Destinies, I think that's what you're wanting. You know, you want the game to remember. You want it to be like, oh, because I did choice A and choice X, and those choices might have been an hour and a half apart, I unlocked choice Y, and nobody else is going to get choice Y unless they did this. I feel like that's what we want from this. That's what app integration potentially allows, and I like the fact they're spotlighting that. The right tool for the job. Now, cool. It auto-saves the game for you, which is nice. Yes, awesome. Create your own scenario. After release of the game, we'll release a community editor that allows you to create your own scenario for the Dark Quarter. Wow! Like this, once again, I think this is way more important than fun in 32 minutes. This sort of thing is going to attract a whole different, I'm going to use the word again, clientele to your project, because there's some people, I remember making maps. Like, how much fun was it to make maps and, like, first-person shooters and stuff? Like, I just love this. Fantastic. What's inside the Dark Quarter? So now, I'm sold. Just give me the dang price. We got the components. 1 character board, 1 miniature, 2 main dice, and this is specifically. So each one is presumably going to have these things. Showcasing it to me. Showing the artwork. Gorgeous minis. Whatevs. Cool. Showed me in millimeters. I'd like to see inches, because once again, I imagine most people here are from the United States of America. France coming in strong with 437. That's crushing it right there. Look at that. That's a 1,000 print run just in the EU right there. Fantastic. Wait, UK is not EU. Did I make a joke? I don't know if I made a joke. I wasn't trying to make a joke. Was I offensive? I'm so confused. Winter Mullins. Nothing intended if I missed that, because someone left the EU. Brexit did. But I'm going to stop talking. I'm so American right now. 4 crime scenes, 44 locations, location tiles, awesome, tokens, NPC markers, and I like the fact they're showing me, once again, I think this is a little thing that a lot of companies don't get. Show me both sides of the component. Why not? Zoomed in well. I like how zoomed in we are. Sean was right. This is a fun ride. 64 consumable cards. They got the text. giving me those Destinies vibes hardcore. And then the closed locket, the 84 story cards, giving me the Chronicles of Crime vibe. Miniatures, 70 millimeters. All right, you're going to make me do it. Let's go ahead and do it. 2 inches. It is 2.7 inches, roundabout right there. Okay. Good size minis. These ones are slightly smaller. Rule booklet. For over 100,000 words of narrative to explore. Yes. 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 Lucky Duck Games, gold star here. If you have something like that, point it out. That's an impressive number. 100,000 words of game to explore with my friends and family. Or solo, because you're solo. I had to click on it to find out you're solo, or just assume because it's a cooperative game. But love it. I haven't been this invested in the characters and their development in quite some time. Now that is a quote I can get behind. Like that one. All content of the campaign is marked as Lucky Duck exclusive will not have a wide retail release. This content will be available during the Kickstarter campaign pledge. So now we're finally going to get to the project. No, we're not going to get to the prices. We're going to beat around the more. We're going to daily unlocks. Okay. I just want to know the price already. So this is all the stuff that we're going to unlock though. This is super exciting. New content for free with every pledge. Chef's Kiss. Awesome. Look at this. A scene card, 2 location cards, 2 new winter Mullins. These are fantastic. These are banger unlocks. I want to see every single one of them, and I love the fact they're showing me shadows of what I'm going to get. Beautiful. And I imagine there are going to be a whole bunch of these tiny minis, like the Destiny style minis. If you played Destiny, you know what I'm talking about. There's these tiny minis. You don't need these big minis. Now, the only thing I will say about the tiny minis are, it makes it really hard sometimes to find the right mini that you're looking for, and it'll just be like, forget this crap. I'm just put a random mini on there, especially as they unlock more minis, and you'll have a whole huge thing of minis, which I imagine is what's going to happen with this campaign. Dual layered player boards, unlocked. So we have social stretch goals as well. This is great stuff here. 500 plus fans unlock, and I click here. You're so good, Lucky Duck. Have another. Have another because it was so easy. And once again, you're just like, yeah, of course, Bauer, who wouldn't do that? I see lots of companies who don't do that. Like, why not just make it clickable? I've ran a Kickstarter before. I didn't run particularly great Kickstarters, to be quite frank. One day I will run another Kickstarter with all the things that I've learned since I started doing this segment, hopefully. But like, why not just make it clickable? I'm so much more likely to do it if it's clickable. Dark Quarter is the next step in app integration for board games. But what I was saying there is it's easy to do behind the scenes. Like, there's just like a little button, and it's like, click the link, add the thing in. But some companies don't do it. An app integration for board gaming is the one you cannot miss. All right, I'm done with the quotes. I'm just here for the price. Who can you trust? We're going back for more theme. Going real hard in this. I get it. It's a 2 to 3 hour game. You want to tell me the theme? Where's the price? The expansion. I appreciate all the clickable areas in this. I love it. Yeah, agreed. Clickables. Everything fits together perfectly and reminds us of the best novels we have read. Wow. That's a really... That one hit me a little bit different. Liked it. So this is the expansion. This is more stuff. 80 location tiles. And this is the same format they did for Destinies, pretty much. They're taking this system. They're making 3 separate games. And they're presumably going to have different... Okay. If the format worked for Destinies, why not? 3 scene tiles. So great. Cool stuff. Wait, how large... This isn't a huge box. Okay, it's not a huge box, I don't think, but still... Oh, yeah, it is. It's a big box. This is... Wait, this is not the expansion I'm getting. This is not the free expansion, is it? No way. No way. That's not the free expansion. I don't believe that. Maybe this is why they're telling you the price so late, because they're giving you a massive expansion. This is the expansion. I assumed... So this is a 35 euro one, so it's like 40 bucks, but that's still, like, this is going to be a larger box. Awesome. Characters, and we're getting a whole different... Oh, flavor. So much flavor. Love it. How many stories? Minis. We got the minis, and once again, we got... And so it looks like they went from the gigantic minis to slightly smaller minis, which is awesome. Has the potential to be something truly special. The story is immersive and blew me away. I see that. And then we have 59 euros. Shut your mouth, Lucky Duck. That's not even fair. You're going to run everybody out of business, Lucky Duck. You and Asmodee and Simon and your big fancy city folks. You put in spectacular prices like this, which wants to... Come on, convert the currency for me. It's not just for me. It's for the overwhelming majority of the people here. It's like 2053 United States, probably 1,000, maybe 1,200. So it's still more people than any other country by a wide margin. So convert the currencies. It's just so easy to. It's one of the things that GameFound automatically does. Ding, 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 that price worth the wait. Yeah, that price is amazing. That price is the kind of price that if you are someone trying to launch your first Kickstarter, you go, this shit's not even fair. And I feel you. I do. But from a perspective of a consumer on Kickstarter, I mean, that's stupid. That's a stupid price. $63. Shut your mouth. The euro is down hardcore at $63. The price is even bad. I was thinking that was like 80 or 90. That's 63. This is stupid. That price is incredible. The price is too good to be true, but it's Lucky Duck Games. If this were some company that was new, I would say no. This price, nope, I'm out. This price doesn't make sense. But they have the pedigree. It's Lucky Duck Games. It's Van Riders. I imagine they are going to produce the living snot out of this because they know. They know this is going to sell like hotcakes now and after the fact. But this is Lucky Duck exclusive. So they're saying that is not going to be available now. So this is some serious hardcore fear of missing out. You do not want to miss out on this project because if you love this game, you don't want to know, like, oh, wait, I can't get this game now? This is brilliant. I'm speechless. That feels like just like the expansion price. Yeah, it does. It's so good. I'm speechless as well. Okay. And then so we have the detective, which comes with an additional box. And now at this point, I'm like, well, yeah, of course. I'm already at $63. What's $63 on Kickstarter? So now I have to go 94 euros, which is presumably $100. 94 euros, $101 for 3 boxes. With 2 to 3 hours, tons of gameplay from 2 companies with amazing pedigrees. It's over. It's fantastic. The whole damn agency. Discounted bundle. So what do we get? We get these 3. What else? Deluxe miniature upgrade. So this is the fancy stuff if you want the... Okay. Oh, so they're saying it's like add-ons. Wait, how does it... So $139. So save 15%, save 25%. Discount bundle. So how does this work? What am I getting? I'm getting this, which is regularly 25 euros. That's what they're trying to tell me. I'm getting these, which are regularly 15 euros. Getting these, which are regularly 15 euros. Right? All right, let's go check these. Oh, no, this is... Okay, let's check it out. So, Pledge Manager Access. 903 people sitting on the fence. I'm a little bit surprised, honestly, at how high that number is. I thought that they were... Okay. Either way, that's great. A lot of people intrigued. The Rookie, $65. Once again, I thought this was a fantastic price. $496. Yeah, or 496 backers. That's a 500 print run right there. That is way higher than we typically see on the standard, like just the standard version, you know, which goes to say how great of a price that is. Then we have 103. Get everything. Well, not everything, but everything gameplay wise. So it's 763. And then the whole damn agency with all the deluxe upgraded, 2,244. Because once again, 150. Oh, Kickstarter does. Awesome. Kickstarter does convert it. But you should convert it as well. Because, once again, if you're on mobile or if you're on iOS, you don't see these. I don't know this is $103. I have to go. I just have to guesstimate. The story is dark, surprising, and really engaging. Add-ons, deluxe minis, 20 miniatures of the most prominent NPCs and monsters found. Okay. They show me the size. They do. Once again, in millimeters, not in inches. Come on, convert those as. Deluxe metal. Just to clarify, I was saying as and not as. As is one of the people that works at Lucky Duck Games. He does great emails. I am always excited to look at Lucky Duck Games emails. They just crush all over. That's one of those things you might not even think about. But yeah, I get emails all the time from different companies about all the different promotional stuff and what they're doing and review copies and signing up for this and events. And they do it really, really well. Just spotlighting that, one thing you might never even think about, but they do it great as well. Retailer pledge, gameplay previews. Is this the...
Hello.
11 minutes? Nope. Game of the year. What is it? 18 minutes? Nope. 2 Masters of Theme and Storytelling. This is all good stuff. How to play a preview? Nope. Dark Quarter preview. Is this actually like a full how to play?
Your specific location mark.
Awesome.
Want them to respond with.
Honestly, I like that one better than the other ones. But that's just because it's functionality. Granted, I imagine the app is going to hold your hand very well. What do they do that's so great? I'll nick it. What do they do that's so great? <silence>awed. Yeah, the U.S. shipping cost seems to be questionable. Interesting. Getting there. What do you mean? What do they do that's so great? <silence>awed. Like in their, they just, I've played quite a few games with app integration, and they just do it. They do it well, and you can tell from game to game to game they're doing it better, and that just gets me even more excited about it because, like I said, of all the Lucky Duck game projects that I've ever seen, and I've played, and I think I probably played 5, 6 of them. I've enjoyed all of them to a certain extent. You know, Baron Voodoo, the only outlier. I was like, this game was crap to me personally, but everything else, good to great to potential, you know, family game of the year for Destiny's and Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy, in my opinion. Like, I can't wait to play my newborn daughter, you know, in a couple of years, Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy, because it's all just about blending colors. It's fantastic. Review. Where's this gameplay? Where's the gameplay? Come on.
Ooh.
The Dark Quarters review. A truly wonderful experience. We couldn't get enough. Review. Preview. Here we go. Nope, not gameplay. Preview video. Learn to play. Lots of videos. Not knocking them. They're great because, once again, they gave me nearly all the useful information. The only thing I will knock is I still need to know the shipping. Like that a little bit higher. Worth it for the solo only. So it's a solo perspective video. Like that. Good stuff. In our hobby, it's not obviously tension build like in the Dark Quarter. I'm done with quotes. No more. Gameplay previews. Ah, here we go. These are preview. Are these actual people playing it? There we go. Where's the English one? Where's the English one? Dark Quarters. Wow, lots of these. Where's the English one? Was there not an English playthrough? Especially, I think Sean mentioned there was one that was, well, that format looks familiar. Yeah, where's the English gameplay video? That seems very odd to me.
Hey, it's Chris, Legion of Game.
That would not be one that you spotlight, once again, because the majority of people here, United States of America. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Quackalope has one, but it's not on there. Why would you... Like, there was... Like, huh? That's an interesting choice. Like, you see that gameplay videos are essential, but then you don't put an English one, even though, once again, we look at the numbers and we know the majority of people here are speaking English. It's just odd. Join us on Facebook. Click the stuff. Good. Discord server. Hybrid. We're not spotlighting the Discord too much. It's just there. You can join if you want. Did I miss the shipping? Did I miss the shipping? Control Fing this real quick. Shipping. No shipping section. Oh, here it is. Never mind. Whew, good. Shipping we charge after get paid during the pledge rate of VAT is included in the prices. Ooh, the difference in tax being put towards cheaper shipping for other countries. Cool. This project is EU, all the stuff friendly, so no extra. Click here to view the shipping costs for each pledge. Okay. Don't like the fact I have to click elsewhere, but whatevs. Why can't we just take a screenshot of this? Like, I know everything looks nice and pretty and yada yada, and maybe it's because it's a constantly updating thing, but still, click this over. This is the most recent estimates we have. Click on this link, or click on the image to see the current, and we will be updating this with world events and yada yada yada. I feel like, so just take me there. Take me there. So USA, $22. So Poland, wow, Poland, good for you. Germany, France, Austria. So great shipping to a lot of the rest of the world. Looks like. Then United States, $22, $28. High, but once again, I go back to that main image, and the one thing that I did compliment on that main image is you let me know this is going to be a huge box. This is a big box. I get it. Big box means big shipping, and honestly, you have such an intriguing, unique game from companies with great pedigrees that I'm like, $28? Okay. Because and then $39 if you get the extra fancy box with the minis and whatnot, so $28. So now I'm looking at, once again, still going back to the price, I'm still only spending $131. And that's, you know, that's right around what a lot less than I'd expect to pay for some Kickstarters. You know what I'm saying? There's $200, $300 ones. I don't think that's terribly priced. Shipping section, I'd put that image on there, but other than that, solid, functional. No stretch goals, but we do have the social stretch goals. We have the daily unlock, so we have reasons to come back. I'm engaged. Let's check these out. 763p. Oh, I already did look at that. Let's give this one an FAQ, updates, comments, get out of here, get this one a grade. But I'm steering towards a really good grade on this one. I love it. I say it every day. Organize your FAQ like Reload from Colossal Games. Right here, just shipping section. Bam, that. It just makes it so much easier, these large texts, so I don't have to read 11 questions to find, my question, then find the answer. I'm shaping the industry standard here, people. Now, I'm not saying it's my idea, but I see other people doing it, and then I shame people. Like, you should do it. You should do it. It's the best way to do it. And I think this is it. It's just so clean and clear. Yes. Updates. Daily unlocks 03 and unlocked duel. Not much engagement at all, but it just... Okay, so this is from today. 11 comments, 5 comments, 3 comments. Ugh. Those are some... Ugh. Especially when you can factor in there's 4,465 people here, and you mustered up 22 comments. I know you've been on GameFound for a while, but you still need to engage people. I know on GameFound you don't have to engage people because there's no popularity charts, but you're back on Kickstarter, so let's engage people. Yikes. Great Detectives. It's that time of day we have a new unlock to share, so this is fully informative. To success, unlock social stretch goals. So this is great information. And so it's just you telling me things. The dual air boards are essentials for buffoons like me. Amazing stuff. Like, yeah, you're not giving anyone any room to talk. You're not asking any questions, which I think is a big misstep here, You have a very specific niche here. You have people that have agreed, all right, we're going to sit down for 2 to 3 hours and play this game. Engage them. Lucky Duck Games, if Lucky Duck Games uses this system in the future, what time period, what setting, what's anything? What would you like to see? There's so much that you could get me engaged on. Let's check out the most popular one. So 11. Let's check out the 11 one. No, I just did. Oh, no, this is... Okay. 5 new consumable cards. That's a banger of an update. New social stretch goal. Become a fan. And then they're responding. So great, they are responding here. Love that. Essential. Because once again, why is this number higher than all the other one? The only reason why is because they responded to it. And when you respond to people in the comments and updates, it's just human nature. They're more likely to post more updates and comments because they get that visceral feedback. It's like, oh, I'm not going to be ignored. Because it's no fun when you post somewhere and then nobody responds to it. So, like that update was, still, I would get people engaged. I know you want to drop, the important thing is you're showing off these amazing daily unlocks, but get people engaged. 989 comments. You know what's funny? Check out Lucky Duck's web store. They have a sale with free shipping to the U.S. for orders over $60. Amazing they can do that, but can't afford to offer better shipping rates here. They have a sale with free shipping to the U.S. for orders over $60. They probably have stock in a U.S. warehouse. Once the container ships docks at a U.S. port, they all have stock of this game in a U.S. warehouse too, so your armament falls apart quickly. It's not so people are essentially complaining about the shipping here, speculating about the shipping. Okay. Once again, I didn't feel like the shipping was great, but it's such a big box. I'm like, okay. I don't feel like it's terrible. Making sales on pre-existing stock hasn't sold. Are the shipping prices in the Google Doc accurate? The FAQ says the price of each blend includes VAT, and that difference in taxes is being put towards cheaper shipping for other countries. But the U.S. shipping rate is 2 to 4 times shipping rates to the EU. Where is the cheaper shipping? So pretty much, this feels like a lot of people like, hey, what the hell? Why does Europe get the good shipping prices? Didn't you know we get the good shipping prices, dumbasses? Like, I feel like that's what everyone's saying right now, which, I thought I was super American. That seems pretty American right there. The comments from last night were a dumpster fire, people mad at the shipping. They had a lot of engagement last night. You know what? Kickstarter doesn't care what the engagement is. It's engagement. This has been heavily discussed throughout these forums. All the info can be found there. When will the retail availability for this look like? I was thinking of just grabbing the base game and getting the expansion later at retail. I don't think it's been said. The prequel expansion won't be in store either on their own online store. And they're responding. So 30,000 words in the first scenario with 11 total scenarios. That would be 330,000 words. I'm currently working on my third novel, and 130,000 words is actually a pretty long book. Wild Ride, of course, and yeah, that's where the Van Ryder Games comes in, I'm going to guess, which is awesome. As a big fan of the old computer games, where's the engagement? There's so many people here, it's going to be hard to be engaging with everything. But not much, and this is still, wow, they are just getting tons of engagement. There they are, 5 hours ago. Okay, cool. Alright. I personally, I don't have that big of an issue with shipping. I don't think it's a great shipping price, but the front end of that shipping is so good that I'm like, eh. And here's the thing. I check Kickstarter every day, and I love when I see lower shipping costs to the rest of the world because, quite frankly, that means more people are going to be playing board games. More people play board games, more people watching YouTube channels. So I want to see the hobby grow, and I think that's essential to it. I see their point of view that they think it should be cheaper, but it's still like, here's the thing. Here's the big sticky wicket here. If everyone else's shipping was, say, more than the United States or comparable to the United States, I don't think anybody would complain. No, actually, that's bad. That is bad. I think if it was just, yeah, I'm going to go that. I think if it was just flat rate shipping to a huge selection of people, I think people would be like, fine with that. I think they'd be excited about that. And I think if the Europe and the Poland prices were, say, 45, 50, 60 bucks, I don't think anyone, or 30 bucks, 35 bucks, I don't think anyone would be complaining right now. I think it's literally just people upset because of the price. Like, that's, the VAT is robbery a lot of times. I honestly do not mind paying a bit extra to help offset that and give back a little to the community. I agree. The issue, I think, stems from forcing all backers to pay for VAT included in the price. But at the same time, like, the initial sticker price of this game is so damn good, I feel. I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand Kickstarter. I think this is just one of those times. But anywho, do I want it? Yes. I feel like that video is a really fantastic job of implementing gameplay with components, bringing me into the story. Yes. Can you do it? Yes. 2 of the top companies in our board game hobby. No concerns there. How much is it? I feel like the price is rock solid. 130 bucks including shipping for the whale. And you're going to be getting 3 boxes, tons of gameplay, 100,000 words of content. Yeah. Grades. Yeah. I'm seeing A-. I'm seeing A. I'm trying to think of what I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that I had to do an extra click for the shipping. I didn't like the fact that you didn't convert currencies for people or the millimeters for people. I wasn't a big fan of the marquee and just, how much more information could have potentially been there. I find it really odd that they don't have the Quackalope gameplay video. And so there's an English gameplay video and you didn't put it on there. Like, that's just so befuddling to me. Such an odd choice. So yeah, I think I'm going with an B for baby. I think I'm going to go with a B plus for baby. I think a B plus. Some of those choices are just really weird to me. But in the end, I think this is really rock solid. I think that price is so good. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go with an A-, yeah. Because, once again, if you're anywhere else in the world aside from the United States, this seems like a great one to back. And I think that's why we're seeing, 149 in Australia, 107 in Netherlands. And I quite frankly love to see that. I love to see the hobby grow. So I'm going to go with an A-, but you could talk me into a B+. That's the Dark Quarter from Lucky Duck Games and Van Ryder Games. Let me know in the comments below what is your final grade for the Kickstarter project. And as always, if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as we take it right on a Kickstarter every single day at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the weekdays. So I guess I lied. It's not every single day. I'm sorry I lied to you. Goodbye. I can't leave. There it is. Click it faster.